Nailed it. Our bi-weekly look at things from across the landscape of sports that we feel like were the best things that we saw. And on Mondays, we do what we have seen over the course of the weekend. Quick question for Andrew and Kelly. Did you guys do mine as a VO or as a SOT?
It's a VO, and also just to try and avoid the, the curse at the end of it. So let's try and keep the audio down a little bit.
Oh. I hadn't even actually listened all the way through it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and keep the audio down. Fair enough. I can understand why.
It's a family-friendly program here.
Good call. So I guess I think I'm leading this thing off. We're going to go with Emmitt Smith, and he's not alone in this, but this video clip will be Emmitt. This is Emmitt Smith. This is several other legendary running backs from around the history of the NFL, all reprising the Ice Bucket Challenge to support Chris Johnson, who it was announced the other day, matter of fact, on Good Morning America, I believe, that Chris Johnson has been diagnosed with ALS. And if you remember the Ice Bucket Challenge from probably 10, 12 years ago, I think it's been a while since this was running rampant across social media to support ALS research and to support those that are fighting ALS. This Cowboys legend, Emmitt Smith, and several other legendary running backs. I could just read the lips on the curse that you're talking about, Andrew. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Hey, listen, I've done it once before. It's been like a dozen years since I did the Ice Bucket Challenge myself, but that was my reaction too, so I get it. But very, very cool. Emmitt Smith and several other legendary running backs doing all they can to try and support Chris Johnson in his fight against ALS.
That is really a very deserving. Nailed it.
Again.
You nailed it.
Thank you.
With your nailed it.
I think it was 2014. I think you're right.
Same year that Belgium beat the United States in the round of 16. All right, we're not talking about that. We're talking about women's sports, and more specifically Wimbledon. That is where my nailed it belongs, and it belongs to Naomi Osaka. She reached her first ever Wimbledon quarterfinals with her win over Aryna Sabalenka yesterday, two of the hardest hitters on tour. And to set the context here, Sabalenka had beaten Osaka in all three of their previous matches this year, including at this same point in the tournament at the French Open last month. Osaka, meanwhile, never beaten a top 10 player at a non-hardcourt event, standing 0-13 in those matches. But Sabalenka had to give it to her in this one. She said, "She overpowered me. I felt like it was incredible level from her." Obviously, you can see the frustration on her face there. But, I mean, how incredible for Naomi Osaka, a player who's been very open with her struggles at major events over the course of her career. A very well-deserved win for her. Huge. Now she's on to the quarterfinals. Coco Gauff also making her first Wimbledon quarterfinals. So both of them nailing it. More specifically, Naomi Osaka, nailed it.
Got her in straight sets. Got her in the tie break in the second set. High-level stuff.
Back. Yeah.
That's awesome.
There have been a lot of really good stories coming out of Wimbledon. Obviously, Djokovic becoming the all-time male leader. I don't know if you guys saw the Filipino, Alexandra Ayala, I think. She made history making it to the quarters as well. So there's been a lot of great stories coming out of London. Mine, however, because I was about to go with Ayala before this broke. I think it was Sunday afternoon. We can pull up mine. We are heading to the pool. This is Summer McIntosh, the Canadian superstar. She won 3 gold medals and a silver at the last Olympics in 24. She's one of the rising stars in swimming in general. She just took down the final super suit record from 2009. And for those that don't understand the context of that, right around 2008, 2009, they were creating suits that added buoyancy that the swimming later banned to try and keep the level playing field so that it wasn't based off of which suit you purchased. So there was an entire slew of records set during that time span, and it initially made it difficult, especially in longer races like the 200 butterfly, 400 freestyle, that the back halves were so much harder to keep pace on with the world records. This was the last one on the women's side internationally to go down. She's been chasing this for about the last 4 or 5 years now. But this is the one, for instance, her coach, Bob Bowman, who is the same coach that coached up Michael Phelps. Yeah, Bowman said that this was the one record that he did not think would ever be broken coming out of the super suit record. He is now her coach, and she takes it down at age 19. She is incredible.
I'm married to a former swimmer.
What's the movie? Is it The Incredibles?
Miracle.
Give me my super suit.
You did that way too well. Oh my.
I sink like a stone in the water, but I have watched a lot of swimming, and the butterfly just exhausts me.
So
watching it is
just to put it in perspective, I was a 200 flyer, so this was my main event. I made my when I was really good at it, I would catch people on the back half because they'd go out too fast on the front half because they always. We used to call it the piano falling on their back at the 125 mark, and you could literally see it dog them. Her splits on this are incredible. She put it essentially all on the line in the third 50 and kept that pace up at that point and paid for it on that final stretch, but somehow kept her stroke together long enough to reach the wall before the record. Because the record had a faster fourth 50 than her third. There's a lot of minutia that goes into it that boils down to she was using a more impressive suit.
There is a definite split right now where the top half of these boxes, one doesn't understand what you're saying and two doesn't care. And then I'm just sitting here like, God, that's impressive. It is. It's impressive.
No, I'm locked in. I do understand what he's saying.
We're just over here watching The Incredibles. Where is my super suit?
He's put it, my thought was, one, I'm shocked we've gone this far without Andrew using a swimming event
he has.
as a nailed it. Two, the day I get through. Oh, okay.
He also did use swimming
I'm
as
wrong.
no, not an nailed it. What did you use it at? Oh, it was a comparative to. In the this or that when you were comparing it to the ratings for USA
that was more
and
recent,
Bosnia.
but I did have a nailed it with Gretchen Walsh, who was another big swimmer that you guys are going to hear about in
dropping
28.
records.
So Gretchen Walsh, Kate Douglas, and Summer McIntosh. These are names you guys are going to need to know by the time LA 28 comes around.
Yeah, the in-studio contingent from today is about to
shout out
nerd
to our swimming
out
nerd.
2 summers from now, and you all are going to have to live with it.
The second thing I was going to say is the day I make it through a show without a movie reference, today, one being put in my face, is the day that I win.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you,
But
Michelle,
that day is
you're
not
still
today.
not going to get away from the movie references because my nailed it brings family into the situation. The only part of World Cup coverage that I saw over the weekend, because I switched over to the Ranger game right after this, was Vin Diesel setting up the round of 16 World Cup action in the Fast and Furious garage with the Fast and Furious car behind him and referencing families. I nailed it for the weekend because anytime I can get a Fast and Furious reference in, you better bet I'm going to make it.
I'm just disappointed he didn't do the arms out.
You
This
have
is
never
Brazil.
met a bigger Fast and
Brazil.
Furious fan.
Elfie and Fast and Furious. That's what Kelly is living for this World Cup.
Is it
Yeah,
time
we've
to
made
talk
it
about
41
Elfie?
minutes into the show without an Elfie mention.
Thank God.
Is it time?
We don't need to go through her picks for today. No.
We do need to talk about
You
Elfie.
have it queued up, don't you?
I do have. Of course I have it queued up.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me change my super. She went 3 of 4 in her
I'm going to
weekend
warn
action.
the
Her
audience
picks
to
were-
brace themselves.
Her picks from this weekend were good. She went 3 of 4. She picked Norway.
Which is a heck of a pick, all things considered. That one
She
worked
picked
out.
Morocco.
Sure.
She picked France. This is the one she got wrong.
At least she leaned on the host nation part of it.
And for today, she's picking Spain. And this is where you guys aren't going to like it.
Yeah.
Close
She's
your
going
eyes,
Belgium.
everybody.
Uh-oh.
This is why we don't like Elfie. It's not important.
But
No, honestly, after that, Elfie is dead to me.
But here's what I have to say. She made her picks
It's a dog.
before the red card reversal.
My mom would actually be so upset with me for saying that out loud. And Elfie herself, no, Elfie's picks. Elfie's record.
Good
Elfie's
save.
pick
Kinda.
record is dead to me.
But,
I
but
want
are we giving
her-
Elfie an
Oh,
asterisk
gosh.
because she picked Belgium before Balogun won the appeal?
Oh,
No, because she's an American dog. She's an all-American girl.
She's not an American dog.
Do we know if she's from America?
She's not an American dog.
All right, disregard it. I've been wrong with this 6 times today.